Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Not saying you'll ever draw this, but I like showing off different tools and kind of like have a shadow and have some rings and let you kind of figure out how to draw something like this. So I'm going to take an ellipse. I'm going to hold down the control button. I'm going to hit P, which really doesn't matter. Then I'm going to make an ellipse without holding down the control button. And I'm going to hit P, put it in the center of the page. Then I'm going to select them both and I'm going to hit T like in Tom to put it to the top. In this case, I'm actually going to move it up a little bit more to have less white or less blue like I had in this one. Now I'm going to get the contour tool. So I'm going to go to Effects and Contour. I'm going to contour it. Well, you know what? I'm actually going to use the other contour over here because we can take it and contour it like to right to that edge. And I had it set on 10. I preset it on 10. So if you don't do that, it's a little bit hard to change. So, if you change it like right then, it's kind of hard to change. But if you preset it, let me back up here. I don't guess it's going to let me back up, but you could always put it back. But you want that last one kind of right on that line. Right there, we're close, we're dead on. And then you're just going to take the Smart Fill tool, set on any color. We're actually going to take this first and group this together. Control G so I can move it out of the way. And then I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool, set on, I'm going to go ahead and use that blue. I'm going to make the very top blue and then every other blue ring. But then I'm going to grab these, and I'm going to group them together. That way I can still move them out of the way. And then I'm going to take an off-white, like a gray, and you could use white, but I'm going to, so you can kind of see it happening. Now, I'm going to move the blue out of the way. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to change my nudge factor to like 20. And I'm going to move that out of the way, and that way I can select this and group it. Because then I can take all this away. Well, I can take the outline away. And I just have the color on the inside. So that's how you kind of got that ring. Now, because the gray is grouped, and you can see I've got it selected by gray, by down here, I'm going to go to the Interactive Fill tool, and I'm going to just put a little bit of darkness. I'm going to go ahead and go all the way black because we can adjust. Whoop, I didn't hit the box. You got to hit that box. And see, you've got a little bit of darkness, and if you think it's too much or not enough, you can, change it quite a bit. You don't want it to be too close and too obvious. And so then you kind of have a shadow on it. Now what we can do, and we can actually take this and rotate the whole thing to make any access. I like this one better. I have more lines, but I didn't want it quite so tall. Several ways to put a shadow underneath. Just take an ellipse, fill it in with gray, pretty dark, take away the outline. And I find that there's several ways to do this, but I found it just easier to go to blur and Gaussian blur and just blur that shadow. And then that way you get that look. So it looks like there's a little shadow over here, and maybe if it was gaining light on that side, and if you put a yellow box, it really makes it stand out. Anyway, hope that helps somebody a little bit someday, and thank you for watching.